Good to see you again.
Okay, well I'm back. I said I would be.
Yeah, well that's the. To be honest, I was doubting whether you might turn up. To be honest, after some of the sort of direct things I said to you last week, I hope it didn't offend you too much.
No, took it all on board. I've got broad shoulders, as you can see.
Very broad shoulders, yeah. Okay, got a tail to go with it. Right, okay. The first thing we're going to talk about selecting tenants, because it's probably one of the most important things involved in property management. So the first thing to ask is, what kind of tenants do you usually put in your properties, Dave?
Normally it'd be friends and family.
Friends and family?
Yeah, that's what I usually stick to, yeah.
Okay. Do they fill out application forms usually?
Some do, but most of them don't. It's just, I trust what that they're going to pay me and they've got a good house, a roof over their head, so, I feel that wouldn't be a problem.
Okay. So have you got any friends and family in your properties now?
I have, yes.
Okay. What about the rent situation? Are you up to date with the rent?
Well, they nearly are. They're about a month behind. Actually, a little bit more than a month behind. They're nearly 2 months behind at the moment. A couple of them.
Well, I'm gonna be blunt again with you now. I hope you don't mind me being blunt, but you need to stop renting to friends and family.
Oh.
So application forms, then you don't do application forms, do you?
I don't know.
Okay, all right. I mean, and you need to also speak to the. I mean, how do you know who the landlord is if you haven't taken an application form off them? Do you speak to the existing landlord?
Oh no, don't do any of that. As I say, because they're mainly friends and family or recommendations from friends or family, you just sort of go on a good feeling and the word of a friend.
Okay. Well, I think it's obvious. I mean, the application form, it's a really, really important tool for you to assess if that person is suitable for your property. Because when you look at the application form, Dave, what we're looking for stability, ability and a willingness to pay. And you can get all that stuff, from an application form. Does that make sense to you? It's no good getting to fill out an application form if you don't know what you're looking for. So what I'm going to do with you, okay, I'm going to give you some homework, and you need to promise me that you're going to do it.
Homework? I've done that for ages, years. But go on, I'll give it a try.
Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you some application forms, and then I want you to have a look at them, and I want you to tell me when you come back next week. I want you to tell me if you would give the person who's applying for the property one of your properties, and I want you to tell me the reasons why. Do you think you can do that for me?
I'll just certainly try.
Okay, there you go.
Okay.
Okay, well I'll see you next week for your next.
Okay, thank you very much. Speak to you next week.
Okay, bye Dave.
Bye.